Hey Canucks fans, it's game 4. Let's talk about adjustments. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the good-looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, August the 17th. This is where you get Canucks insight that's positive and timely. Thanks to everyone for joining me for my post-game live stream last night after the 3-2 overtime loss to the Blues. Vancouver's still up 2-1 in the series. And admittedly, actually, the mood on the live stream was actually better than I thought. I thought maybe because I was coming off such a weird one on Friday where there was a car accident where I had to actually consider using moderators for the first time, and because of some weird comments and the fact that there's a prank played on me, which I thought I was getting hacked. It was just a weird one on Friday. Thankfully, the Canucks had won. Last night, the Canucks lost, and I was kind of worried, but thankfully, all the chat was positive. Everyone was constructive, supporting each other, supporting the team, more importantly, and no need for moderators, at least last night, but that's something I will still continue to look at. But overall, a good chat last night, and I want to talk about some of the things that we chatted about last night because it's very reflective of what I was thinking as well. So the bottom line is, I think the Canucks are okay. I'm certainly not going to say that they're going to win the series for sure. Remember, right at the start, I said Canucks in 7. Then after the Canucks won the first 2, I was hoping it would be faster than that, but I still said Canucks in 7. I did predict the Canucks to win, but I didn't think it was going to be easy. And remember, the Canucks are up 2-1. They are not down 2-1. They are not the team that you still have to win 3 games. They only have to win 2 more. So the Vancouver Canucks are up in the series 2-1. I think that's very important to remember. They are the home team again tonight, and I tweeted out this morning they are actually only 1-2 when they're the home team in postseason, where they're perfect 4-0 when they're away. So just something small to remember. And I think another big thing too is the cool thing is we don't have to dwell on this loss for more than a day. The fact that they're playing right away the next night, at least we can start focusing on tonight's game, as opposed to dwelling about last night's loss. But there's so many things to say about tonight's game. Obviously, any game 4 in a 7-game series is very pivotal because if the Vancouver Canucks win, you think, okay, they're up 3-1 and now they have 3 chances to finish it off. If the St. Louis Blues win, then it becomes 2-2, a best of 3, and with the Blues winning the most recent 2 games, and you could argue they have all the momentum and all the confidence. So you can see why game 4, every game in the game 7 is so important, but game 4 seems to be really, really important. I want to talk about adjustments, as I said right off the top. Adjustments because of this quick turnaround, back-to-back. Sure, there's no travel. In essence, Vancouver's a home team, but there's no home ice advantage. There's no travel. There's no... So when you look at the goaltenders themselves, I expect Jacob Markstrom and Jake Allen to play once again, unless one of them is feeling tired. Now, I got worried about Jacob Markstrom in that game 4 in Minnesota. That was also a back-to-back, and he did look tired, and he let in 3 or 4 goals on the short side. So that'll be interesting to see if St. Louis tries to do the same thing, try and catch Markstrom cheating off that right post. But overall, we know that Markey loves to play. He loves to play back-to-backs, and I don't see Travis Green going to a rookie, basically, to play in such an important game. On the St. Louis Blues side, why not go with the guy who got you your first win in the postseason? And I want to talk about St. Louis adjustments and then talk about Vancouver adjustments and what they might have to make. St. Louis made a lot of adjustments last night. They put Allen in for Binnington, and they sat playoff performers like Tarasenko, Steen, and Brouwer. And they put in 3 guys, basically no names, at least to the Vancouver Canucks fans, as their 4th line. And they didn't go crazy. They didn't win the game for them. But they were solid enough. They brought an element of speed to the St. Louis Blues, who probably needed it. The St. Louis Blues are already a heavy team up front with O'Reilly, Schenn, Schwartz, Perron, Bozak. So we already knew that they were bigger up front and that they can hit Sammy Blais as well. But they're probably missing a bit of speed, and they got that with the 3 guys they inserted last night. So it'll be interesting to see if Craig Berube stays with the exact same lineup. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you stay with the same lineup that's given you your first win in the postseason? But very gutsy move, and basically a must-win for St. Louis, and it paid off for them. They were the better team last night. They are the defending Stanley Cup champions, and let's remember that before we fret too much that Vancouver lost 1 game. They're still up 2-1 against the defending champs, and they're basically playing toe-to-toe with the champs. And it makes sense. I think Vancouver's a better team in game 1, 5-2. St. Louis was a better team in game 3, and then game 2 was a 50-50, and that makes sense. It went to overtime, and Vancouver ended up winning. Oh, by the way, you know how I talked about yesterday how St. Louis Blues coach and players. I wish they were more complimentary to the Canucks, but obviously they wouldn't do that in the middle of a hard-fought series. I tweeted out last night that they were very complimentary to the Canucks yesterday, saying that's such a good team over there. They've got a lot of young good players. They play the right way. Blah blah blah. So I think this is natural. You are more complimentary of your opponent when you just finished beating them. So I thought that was kind of fascinating to watch or to see on the press conference. Okay, for the Canucks, Troy Stecher, -3, really rough night. The game-winning goal in overtime, that wasn't his fault. One of the forwards had to rotate back and cover the middle of the ice, but did not look good on the first goal. Basically got knocked off the puck by Robert Thomas. Second goal, they created 2-on-1, O'Reilly and Perron on him while kind of isolating Edler out of the play. So Stecher had a rough night. But if Myers doesn't play, and we don't expect him to, what do you do? Do you give Jordy Ben more minutes? Do you switch up the pairing so it's Edler, Tanev, and then Hughes, Stecher? No, that's too small. So Stetcher's got to step his game up and rise to the occasion, which I think he can. But yeah, we're seeing how a loss of Tyler Myers can really affect the lineup. So that's one adjustment Travis Green will have to look at. Is he going to do anything on the defensive end? I think another adjustment he's got to think about is how to get Pettersson still away from the Ryan O'Reilly line. Anyone who plays Ryan O'Reilly's line gets dominated 5-on-5. That's how good he is, and that's how good his line mates are. So what do you do? As the home team, do you try and get Pettersson even away more from O'Reilly? He played about half the game away from him, and no surprise that when Pettersson was up against O'Reilly, the Lotto line still got dominated. But then when he wasn't with O'Reilly, against O'Reilly, the Lotto line did the dominating themselves. So do you try and get that matchup even more pronounced from a standpoint of you get Pettersson as far as away from O'Reilly as you can? Or do you embrace that challenge the Lotto line to go head-to-head, and that frees up the Horvat line to do a bit more? So that's something that will be interesting to watch tonight as well. But yeah, Ryan O'Reilly's such a beast for sure. Then I guess another adjustment people are talking about is, do you get Adam Gaudette in for a different look? I know he's not great on faceoffs. He's not the best defensively, but he could bring some offensive spark and some youthful aggression, so to speak. If he comes in, who does he come in for? Is it Louis Eriksson, who miraculously still has hardly any points, yet is a fixture on the second line? Is it someone like Jake Virtanen or Zach McEwen, both who I thought had weaker games yesterday? So you could look at one of those things. I don't think you put Gaudette as a center because Brandon Sutter plays much better as a center, and Sutter and Beagle have been fine. So do you bring Gaudette in as a winger? So then is it Eriksson, McEwen, or Virtanen? Is it basically anyone playing on the right side now? Because on the left side, you're pretty much set with Roussel and Mott as your bottom six. So that's another thing we'll have to look at. Does Adam Gaudette get a chance to play tonight? So a lot of questions. And the cool thing is, like I said, because we're playing tonight, we don't have to dwell on them a lot. And we know that, we know that they're going to go. By the way, Brock Besser thought he had a really poor game yesterday, giving out the puck a lot. And, not as effective as he was in Minnesota series. So I'd love for him to step up as well, make it be a difference maker for the Canucks tonight. So a lot of things to talk about, you guys. What do you think Markstrom starts? I think that's a no-brainer. How do you protect Stecher a little more? By the way, Ben and Fantenberg I thought were great last night as a third pairing. They were very, very solid, physical, sound defensively, good positioning, blocking shots, all those things. And what do you do up front, both with the line matchups and what do you do with Adam Gaudette? Do you put him in or not? So some things I want you guys to think about. I would love for you to comment below. So I guess the question of the day is, what adjustments do you make, both personnel or strategy, for tonight's game? It's Vancouver, it's St. Louis, it's game number 4. Join me after the game for my post-game live stream on YouTube. Those have been going really well. And they just announced game time for game 5 on Wednesday night. Also 7:30 start. So that would mean 4 of the 5 games would be the 7:30 Pacific time start. Let me know, Canucks fans. Let me know how you're feeling about tonight. Let me know your prediction, and let me know if the Canucks should make any adjustments. Leave a comment below. I love to read, react, and reply, as always. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Not sure why I just interrupted myself. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. Enjoy the game. See you tonight on YouTube. God bless. Go Canucks, go.